Good morning, HWE 1050. It is Wednesday, July 1st, so welcome to July. We are in what are we in? Week 6. So halfway through the semester at this point. I know the weeks get a little confusing, and I wanted to pop in because chapters get a little confusing at this point. So as we move forward this week, we are starting micronutrients. So as of yesterday, we started micronutrients. Um, so these are the little guys, right? We just went through the macros, which get all the attention and everyone focuses on them, and rightly so, because they're our only calorie yielding nutrients. So, obviously, very important for multiple reasons. They each serve a purpose. We need them all in a balanced form. So that's where those AMDRs come into play, right? And we talked about that last week a little bit too. So how we balance those macronutrients, because those are where calories are coming from. But now we are jumping into micronutrients. We're looking at all the little guys, the vitamins and minerals that no one really pays attention to. So none of our processes which allow us to metabolize those macronutrients would exist if we didn't have the micronutrients. So they're there for a reason. We see disease states pop up when we are deficient in certain vitamins, or perhaps when we are toxic in certain vitamins and minerals. So important to kind of keep that in perspective, that those micronutrients are important, and we do have established RDAs for most of them. If there isn't an RDA, we have an AI, which is an adequate intake, so the minimum that we know that we need to avoid a deficiency. Some have ULs, so that's the upper limit in which we are looking at avoiding toxicity symptoms. So keep that in mind as we navigate through these. The last thing that I will say is that all the micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals are covered in chapter 8 and chapter 9. So I am spreading those two chapters out over the next several weeks to cover them all. So we're not going to do just chapter 8 and chapter 9. We're going to spend a bit of time. So hang in there. So you'll notice that I'm breaking them up into kind of what they do. Not that they don't do multiple things or have multiple functions, but I've broken them up into, say, we're going to look at electrolytes, so those involved in fluid balance. We're going to look at those nutrients that are involved in energy metabolism, those that support immune health, those that support blood and brain health. So we're going to break these nutrients out into categories just to kind of digest them, digest them a little bit more easily based off of what their main function is. Not that they don't overlap, and we will see that they overlap in many different functions. So buckle your seatbelt. This isn't the funnest piece of the course, but it's super interesting if we kind of dig into it and get to know a little bit more about what these micros do. So enjoy the material. I am grading set 2 homework, so bear with me there, and look for grades and feedback on those as I return them. And have a wonderful week, and happy 4th of July, and be safe, please.